Welcome back. Today I'm going to try and make some little mittens or gloves for my hands because my hands get really cold most of the winter long. I thought, what if I make some little gloves and I just cut the fingertips off, so when I'm working on the computer or I'm crocheting or cross stitching or whatever I may be doing, my hands are nice and warm. I'm going to try and figure out how to leave a link down below in the video description of my attempt to make slippers out of sweatpants. But we have leftover sweatpant material. Let's give it a try. We have this elastic. If we adjust it and modify the fitting, we can make it to where it'll hold on to our wrist. So we're going to need to, along the shape of our hand, and we have a perfectly sized hand. We'll cut that out. We're only going to need one because it's going to be wore either or. I mean, it's scrap material anyway. What's it going to hurt? So let's go ahead and cut this out, and when we cut it out, we're going to make sure we leave some allowance for seams. So and we know how well that works. Let's just go ahead and cut this out. Go ahead and cut this out, and we'll leave, probably 1/2 inch seam allowance around it. Maybe more, because we're going to cut the fingers off anyway. The only place it really concerns me is if it's going to fit is in between my fingers. But we'll figure that out, or we'll have, I don't know what we'll have, but we're going to find out. Probably shouldn't have cut all the way down my fingers to my hand, because it's going to make pinning it on a little bit difficult, maybe. I don't know. Alright, here's our pattern. Now I think we should probably figure on maybe, I don't know, do we want to cut the tips of the fingers off now or after we sew the things? I guess let's just leave them on now. So we're going to take this, I think, and put it on like that. And let's pin it on. Well, you know what we should do is we should simply turn this inside out first. So then we don't have to turn it around when we're going to sew. We can just take the pattern off and sew. Okay, let's try it again. How many of you make patterns out of newspapers or wrapping paper or whatever? Or do you just purchase patterns for what you need, and that way you know it's going to turn out right? Or do you just try it. Okay, let's go ahead and cut these out because I'm kind of excited to see if this is going to work. And this might be a mistake cutting my elastic because it'll probably fall out. But I guess being as we don't know, we're going to find out. Wow, that's thick. Okay, we have our first little glove cut out. And this one, well, this project might work, but let's go ahead, take this off and get the other one cut out. And then we can set the machine up and start sewing them. There we go. Kind of looks like those little gloves you buy in the store. Kind of looks like it may fit. Let's put him there and get this other one. Okay, that's right. So this looks like it's going to fit there good. And I'm not going to worry too much because the fingertips are falling off, because remember, we're going to cut these off anyway. All right, go ahead and cut these. Oops, my scissors. I think this will work okay, leaving the fingertips on, because then I can cut them off where I want them to actually be and not have made a mistake on where I'm cutting them. All right, now we have two little gloves. I keep wanting to call them mittens. We have two little gloves. And if we go like this, or like this, one is sewed, I'm kind of eager to see how the fit is going to be. Let's just go ahead and try it inside out, should we? Well, that's kind of tight, but okay. Oh, and my fingers are the same. What did I do wrong? Okay, the thumb goes. The thumb works. The little pinky works, but oh, and the index finger. Cut these, especially this finger, and try stitching it again. Alright, I ripped the seams out, so in a couple of places, so we're going to have to re-sew them, but very, very close to the edge. Because I think that's what I did wrong, was I swerved instead of going straight. One last seam to fix, then we can try them on again. Okay. Cut some of this excess string off here. Let's try this again. Let's see, thumb is over here. Oh, thumb is down here. Still too tight. Oh, let's just force it on. We have a mitten. Oh my goodness. That's just so tight. Sad thing is this one's going to be the same way, because I, in my infinite wisdom, didn't. I have a stuck finger. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go ahead and sew. I'm going to pin this other one. And then we're going to go ahead and sew it, trying to keep as close to the edge of my cutting as we can. And maybe this one will fit better. Okay, let's try it again. Now let's try these on and see how these fit. Let's try it on this hand. Elastic feels good. Oh, it feels much better. It's still tight here, but I'm thinking that might be because I didn't sew it down in here far enough. But you know what? Let's go ahead and cut them off. Because that's, after all, this is what we made them for, right? Was just to, and let's turn them inside out, was to wear fingerless gloves. And maybe we won't even need to backstitch the seams where we cut them off, because I'm thinking this is going to be a problem. Let's just nip it, find out if that is the problem. Because if it is, then we can come back and stitch that. Okay, you're inside out, and let's give it a try. Just made a gaping hole in it, but you know what, that isn't going to much matter, because that'll keep my hand warm. Let's cut the finger. Oh, I should have probably saved the fingertips. That's okay. And we'll cut this one here. Because that sure opened that up. Yes, I know I have a gaping hole in there, but you know what? You know what? I don't know what you know what, but yeah, we need to cut this one here too. The main objective of these was to keep my hands warm. And when I'm not wearing them, I can just take them off and put them in my cross-stitch tub or my crocheting tote that sits down on the couch by me. And I have them to use. I'm kind of excited here. Boy, this one's really tight. And I don't know what I can do about this big hole in here, other than make another glove. If I do that, then I don't have the elastic. So they look even dumber than they do. But it just amazes me that this might actually work. All right. I don't normally wear gloves. I wear mittens. Oh, this is a mess. Really, it really is a mess. What am I going to do here? The finger is just too small. I don't know how I got away with it here, other than the fact that I got this big old hole in there. But this one is not going to work. I can't get it on. I guess I can start over. Maybe that's what I'll do, and I'll just show you the finished product rather than have you. This is a project failure. I think I'm going to make a different pair, and if it's successful, I think I'm going to make a different pair, because I can't wear these. This is just embarrassing. Let's call this a project failure. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. I like to make one new glove, a bigger size. So my sweatpants are completely gone now. And I don't know if this is going to work or not. But I just wanted you to be here to see. Okay, here's my bigger glove. I've already cut the fingers off. I haven't tried it on. We're going to try this on together. It's a little snug here yet. I can't figure out why I'm not getting that right, but you know, I have one glove. That's going to work. I wonder if I can salvage one of the other two. Let's see if I can salvage one of these other two. Okay, that one's got just that little hole there. You know what? I can probably, this one is just too big of a, I think I need to cut my thumbs off a little bit more. And I think this finger might loosen up the more I use it. Maybe this pinky needs to come off a little more. But you know what? I think we can take this project out of the failure category and make it into success. What do you think? They'll work. They won't inhibit my fingertips. You see, I can pick up stick pins really well, and I can cut. I think we have a success. Here's the new pattern. I made it considerably larger. I took and put my hand on the newspaper, and then I added a lot more seam allowance around it, and I cut a little bit further up into here where this part of my finger is. So if you want to make a pair of gloves, here's your recipe. Cut it out, trace your hand, add some extra for seam allowance, sew it, fit it, and if you're not worried about anything about them, I look forward to keeping my hands warm tonight when I'm crocheting. Thanks for watching, guys. You all have a good day. I'll see you soon with my warm hands. Bye.